Hello friends, welcome back to New Toy Tuesday, the weekly series where I get to show you a new toy on, Tuesday. This week's new toy is one of the Joann's exclusive mini sets from Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous. I'm going to do another Halloween tag, because I don't know if you remember, but I'm working on a Halloween banner. And I love this haunted house. Love it, love it. So I'm going to do a little scene on this tag. So what do you say we get going? First things first, clear gesso on this tag so that all the inks and things will stick the way they should. And you could always use white or even black gesso if you wanted to. But I may be able to use some of this brown to my advantage, so I'm going to use clear. This is a thick chipboard tag from the Michael's clearance section a few years ago. And they seem to hold up pretty well. I've been kind of impressed with them. All right, smooth it out. Okay, we'll let this dry. It won't take too long. And I think while it dries, we'll stamp our haunted house. Alrighty, so I have a piece of Nina Solar White 110-pound cardstock. Because I want this to be really thick, I'm going to put it on the tag. Cut it out and put it on the tag. So I want it to be really nice and thick. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm thinking I'm going to want to emboss it. I see some words that I forgot to take off from my last stamping session. Don't be a dirty crafter. All right. I'm using Misty so that I can stamp this twice if I need to. And with it being a brand new stamp, I probably will need to. Yeah, thought I might. That's okay. You want to hear something funny? I was cleaning up the craft room today, and the set that these came out of was still on my desk, and I thought, why didn't I put that away? So I put it away. That's why I didn't put it away, because it still had stamps from it I needed to clean. And a third, because I keep not getting enough pressure there in the center. Ah, there we go. And that, my friends, is lovely. Let's emboss this. Nice thing about archival ink, aside from the fact that it's waterproof and all that, is that it is an oil-based ink, so it stays wet long enough to emboss, and that makes me very happy. I mean, I like Memento and I like a couple other inks, but Jet Black Archival is always where my heart goes. All right, so I'm gonna go emboss this and be right back. Look at that. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna add some color to this with a mini blending thing from Ranger. And this is Hickory Smoke Archival. And I'm only using it because I don't have a gray and the distress to work for this. So use a little hickory smoke. Archival. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my husband is mowing the grass. It is a lovely, lovely day here in Central Florida today. I think I might get in the pool after this with the dogs. Is that Ginger Doodle? She's always wet. Go. And then we're going to move on to Vintage Photo, regular distress ink. You know what I say, it's the best brown in all the land. Now a little ground espresso. Where do we want ground espresso? There. Now this is a very overpowering color, so that's why I'm rubbing a little bit with my finger too, to just kind of keep it from completely taking over the house. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to cut it out with the cutter bees, and then I'm going to take my black marker and go around the edges so that there's no white edges. Alrighty, we're all cut out. I'm going to take this black marker and go around all the edges so that there aren't any white edges peeking out. Okay, I think that's good. White edges would definitely ruin the effect of our dark, spooky, haunted house. So we have to take care of that. I'm going to experiment a little bit with this background. We're going to use a little chipped sapphire. These are regular distress inks. Yeah, you hear that noise when I'm going over the tag? That is because the clear gesso has grit in it. Let's add a little Uncharted Mariner. Ooh. And a little Dusty Concord. add a little black to this, carefully. And a little Uncharted Mariner. I'm gonna go dry this with the heat tool and see how this turns out. Oh my goodness, y'all look at that. Does that not look like a gloomy night or what? That's cool. All right, so now I'm gonna take the stencil and do a little bit of this crackle with translucent texture paste. And I'm not doing the whole tag, I'm just gonna do a little bit of random bits, because I'm not really sure how much of it you're even gonna notice, but I thought it would be cool to try it. Yeah, it's cool. I'll do a little more down here. And a little here. All right, we're gonna let that dry and then move on. All right, let's ink up this white cardstock. It's a little fossilized amber. For our moon. And then let's try the hickory smoke and see how that looks. So if we don't like it, we can always stamp over it with a jet black archival. Oh yeah, that's not dark enough, is it? Okay. How about ground espresso? That's better. I think I'm going to shift it just a little. And then do jet black archival also. Just for a little extra contrast. Yes. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. Cut it out. That is a good looking moon right there. So we've got our house, we've got our moon. Our texture paste is already beginning to dry. Look at that. Oh, it's gonna be cool. Alrighty, so this tag is now completely dry. Look at that background, isn't that cool? So I've got my moon. Oops, I just dropped it. I'm back. Got my moon, my haunted house. I think it's gonna go about like this. I have a plan. I'm gonna use this stencil and the grit paste and make like a path. You see how there's no crackle here? So we're gonna try that. I think maybe I should tape it off. Some painter's tape here. Okay, so my house is going to be over here. So if I go about like this. And about like this. Okay, so let's move our house so it doesn't get anything on it. I'll put this crackly stencil down and we'll make like a rock path. This is the grit paste in the crypt, so it's got the black flecks in it, which I think is going to look neat. Get a little bit of this out. All right. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh. Got a little bit there. Let's wipe that off. All right, let's put our press and seal back on. All right, so look at that. We're on a path to the door of our haunted house. All right, so we'll set that aside to dry and be back in a little bit. All right, so the grit paste is dry and it actually did suck up some of the color from the tag. So to lighten it up a little bit, I took some chalk ink and just put a little chalk ink over it. Now we're going to attach our house and our moon. We have our walkway to our house right there. And put our house on. Press it down, give it some time to grab. Bats across the moon. Let's see, what are the words? Something dreadfully wicked. Things are not what they seem. Ooh, lost in the inky dirt. Oh, yes. I know what we're going to use. Let's do a little inking, very lightly, on some white cardstock, a little dusty Concord. It's really light. And a little, my foamy things are coming apart. The Velcro-y parts coming unstuck. Little Uncharted Mariner. trim these out. In the dead of night. That's good and spooky. All right, let's take a little bit of this ground espresso. Ink it up a little more. A little bit of archival hickory smoke for no reason other than I thought, why not? That's it. No actual reason. Now, do we want this up here? Kind of looks nice there. No, I want it at the top. Okay. But because those are really thin, it's thin paper, I think I'm going to build it up a little bit. All right, trim those again. I should have used the scrap of Nina. It would have been thick. I wouldn't have had to trim it. Ink up the edges again. Since they're white again. Alright, I pulled out a few ideology pieces to complete the bottom. And put a little ink in. Put this buggy on here. There goes Ginger again. Ink this up a little. On this little label, I'm going to stamp the bats. I'm not sure how much of it you're going to see, but I'm going to put them on there anyway. There we go, some nice little bats. I got a little Tim Holtz Ideology paper clip here. And clip these together. And glue this down with Bear Glue. About like this. There we go. Hold that down for a minute. Give it some time to grab. And the boogie. Alrighty, here is my completed tag for new Toy Tuesday. We use this Tim Holtz stamp and stencil set. It is Tim 149. This is one of the Joann's exclusive sets, and I used a lot. The haunted house, the moon, a couple of the sentiments, the bats, and the stencil. So I used a lot out of this set on this one tag. A little ideology, little grit paste for the path going up to the house, and this will be going on a Halloween tag banner I'm working on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little inspiration. I love this haunted house. I like it a lot. Has a lot of fun to play with, and you know, these sets at Joann's, they go on sale quite often. So, and you know, and you always have a coupon too, so you can always pick one up for 30-40% off. They're fun to play with, and they're a nice size, and I like the stencils that come with them. I think this is pretty. This is like old-fashioned wallpaper to me, but I used the crackle with translucent texture paste on the background, and then with the Crypt Grit paste for the path. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project. Go make some Halloween stuff. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.